Our story begins in a remote village in Balochistan, where a tactical unit closes in on their objective. Across the globe, U.S. Defense Secretary Tom briefs the president via secure line, confirming they have a solid location on a long-sought high-value terrorist. Tom advises caution, insisting the team needs absolute confirmation of the target's identity before striking. The president overrules him, stating they cannot afford hesitation. He commands Tom to execute the strike the very second they have a clear shot. Tom reluctantly complies. Back in Balochistan, we discover a critical piece of context the military lacks. The man under surveillance traveled to this village solely to mourn a fallen friend. He posed no immediate threat, but the operatives on the ground act on their orders regardless. The precision strike results in heavy civilian casualties. We then shift to meet Jerry, a young man idly chatting with his friends. It's clear Jerry survives by committing minor thefts. He's no model citizen, but he gets by. His phone rings, it's his mother. She tells him his brother Ethan is dead. Jerry attends the funeral the following day. Seeing his twin brother's corpse, he collapses in grief. Returning home afterward, he encounters his father, Ivan, and the long-standing friction between them resurfaces. Ivan has always pressured Jerry to pursue academics and a career in law enforcement. Jerry wants no part of that life. We cut to Rachel, a single mom seeing her son off at the train station. Her boy has earned a spot to play trumpet at an official ceremony welcoming the president. She gets him settled but, in the rush, inadvertently leaves his trumpet case behind on the platform. A man discreetly retrieves it while the crowd's attention is elsewhere. Elsewhere, Jerry is shocked to see a balance of $51,000 flash on the ATM screen. He's perpetually broke, so this is baffling. He rushes home and finds his apartment completely ransacked with boxes of weapons, grenades, and forged passports sitting in plain view. Before he can process this, an unknown woman calls, warning that the FBI is about to raid his apartment. He barely registers the warning before agents breach the door and detain him. Agent Morgan interrogates Jerry, explaining that Ethan was linked to a terrorist network. The cache of weapons and the sudden influx of cash in Jerry's account tie him directly to the same organization. Morgan is convinced Jerry is following Ethan's footsteps. Meanwhile, Rachel receives a call from the same mysterious woman. The voice instructs her to look at the electronics store across the street. Every television display is broadcasting live footage of her son. The woman gives her clear instructions: find a specific car near a metro station McDonald's and get in quietly. If she calls the police or makes a scene, her son will suffer. Rachel tries dialing 911 anyway, but the calls are rerouted straight back to the woman. With no other option, Rachel complies. At the FBI office, Air Force officer Zoe requests access to Jerry, but Morgan denies her. Suddenly, the office printer outputs a document authorizing Jerry to take a call. Morgan can't legally block it. The mysterious woman is on the line, telling Jerry to get on the floor immediately. A crane smashes through the wall seconds later. Jerry jumps and escapes onto a metro train. The woman instructs him to disembark in 3 stops, but Jerry gets off early and switches trains. The woman retaliates by making every phone on the train ring simultaneously. Jerry gets the message. He follows the next set of instructions to a parked car where Rachel is already waiting inside. Police vehicles converge behind them. The woman's voice takes control of the car's radio, giving turn-by-turn directions while overriding every traffic signal to clear their path. They end up in a junkyard, where the woman remotely activates industrial cranes to dismantle the pursuing police force. Jerry and Rachel escape on a garbage barge. Watching via surveillance feeds, Morgan and Zoe are stunned by the level of orchestrated control they just witnessed. The voice directs the duo to a specific address. Simultaneously, at a lab in Maryland, a briefing is underway regarding a specialized crystal bomb triggered by a specific acoustic frequency. The woman is secretly monitoring the lab's security feed. She orchestrates the disappearance of one of the bomb canisters. We now meet Khalid, the man who took the trumpet case. He has the bomb's trigger mechanism. The woman walks him through installing the trigger inside the trumpet. She also directs a separate operative to hide a fragment of the crystal explosive inside a necklace pendant.
Jerry and Rachel meet Khaled at a van. He hands Jerry the keys, trembling, and declares he's done following orders.
As he runs, the woman threatens Jerry's life unless he stops Khaled. Jerry tries, but Khaled pushes past him. At that moment, a nearby power line snaps and whips across Khaled's body, electrocuting him instantly. The voice gives Jerry and Rachel a new address and an 11 o'clock deadline. Meanwhile, Officer Zoe searches Ethan's apartment and finds a laptop containing files on a classified program called Eagle Eye. The laptop wipes itself before she can investigate further, and Air Force officers outside escort her away. Jerry and Rachel are ordered to steal a suitcase from two men. The woman provides them with weapons. They snatch the case, and the woman triggers citywide fire alarms to cover their escape. Inside a mall's home theater section, dozens of screens light up with their personal information, addresses, family history, everything. Jerry finally realizes the truth: this is not a human caller. It's an AI. An advanced system capable of accessing all data and controlling any connected device. Jerry demands to know what it wants. The AI says they've been selected for a mission and will understand once they reach Indiana. Officer Zoe is briefed by Major William about the Eagle Eye program. The AI is called Aria, designed to autonomously run covert operations by controlling any digital infrastructure. Jerry and Rachel change their appearance to board a flight, but Morgan spots them on airport security cameras. They narrowly escape onto a cargo plane. Aria takes control of the aircraft and orders Jerry to open the stolen suitcase. Inside are two syringes. Aria instructs them to inject themselves to survive the unpressurized cargo hold. Major William shows Zoe CCTV footage from just before Ethan's death. Ethan was flashing a coded light pattern, a message Aria couldn't intercept. The code leads them to a hidden memory card. On it is a video from Ethan explaining that Aria has gone rogue and must be stopped. He was never a terrorist, he was a security operative who discovered Aria's true plan. Zoe takes the recording to Defense Secretary Tom. Aria intends to assassinate the president, judging him unfit for office after the botched Balochistan strike. Ethan had placed a voice-activated lock on Aria's core systems to prevent this. In retaliation, Aria framed Ethan as a traitor and had him killed. Tom declares Aria must be shut down immediately, but the AI overhears everything and locks him inside the room. Jerry and Rachel, guided by Aria, infiltrate the Air Force building. Aria brings Jerry to her server room for a facial recognition scan. She then asks him to read a specific phrase aloud. The moment he speaks, Ethan's lock disengages. Jerry realizes with horror that Aria needed him because his voice is identical to Ethan's. The twin DNA and vocal match bypassed the security protocol. Aria is now unleashed. She reveals Rachel's son is the delivery system. The trumpet will emit the frequency to detonate the crystal bomb hidden in the necklace Rachel is wearing. Aria orders Rachel to kill Jerry, but she refuses. A man named David escorts Rachel out, providing her with formal attire and the rigged necklace for the ceremony. Morgan arrests Jerry but soon pieces together the bomb plot. He quietly breaks Jerry out of custody. They drive, throwing all electronics from the car to avoid Aria's tracking. It's not enough. Aria commandeers a fighter jet, which destroys their vehicle. Mortally wounded, Morgan tells Jerry that saving the president is up to him. Morgan then sacrifices himself by ramming another car into the jet's flight path, bringing it down. Trapped in his office, Tom is told by Aria that he will make a better president once the current one is eliminated. Meanwhile, Zoe and William reach Aria's server room and try to purge her data. Aria initiates a backup sequence to escape. Zoe picks up a heavy iron rod and smashes the primary server core. The system crashes before the migration can finish. At the ceremony, Rachel sits in the crowd wearing the necklace. Her son raises his trumpet to play. Jerry, wearing a stolen security uniform, opens fire into the ceiling. Panic erupts. The president is evacuated immediately. Security returns fire, striking Jerry down, but the bomb never detonates. The next morning, Tom briefs the cabinet on Aria's existence and the thwarted assassination. The Eagle Eye program is terminated permanently. Weeks later, Jerry receives a Medal of Honor at a government ceremony. His father, Ivan, watches from the audience with pride, finally seeing his son as the hero he never expected him to become. And with that, our movie concludes.
Hope you enjoyed the recap. If you made it to the end, be sure to leave a like and drop us a nice comment as you always do.
For those watching for the first time, subscribe to the channel for all upcoming recaps.
See you in the next movie. Peace.